me a scalp detox comb because I can't sleep. It's not that I can't sleep. I went to bed super early this morning, and not this morning. I went to bed super early yesterday because it's now Thursday. Oh, Lord. And one thing I notice is my scalp is itching. And so I wanted to come on and just talk about this because I know that this is now becoming revealed to me that there's way more individuals that are struggling and searching for a hair loss solution than another hairstyle. Hi, I'm Tanya Mason, the CEO of Tanya Does Hair LLC, founder of My Water Beauty Solution, the all new hair softener. It's like if you want soft hair, you know conditioner is not really doing it for you. You need My Water. And I'm also the creator, meaning I made it all up myself, of the My Water experience as well as the hair and scalp restoration program. So, what you're watching me do right now is exfoliate. We need to talk about this and do the holistics because I know a lot of individuals are confused because a lot of individuals are actually using shampoos thinking, I think they think that it's going to increase their blood flow, and that's not true. You have to do what's called supplement, which is what you're watching me do with a sharp, not a dull. There's a lot of individuals using dull combs, and could be why you're not getting it all up. Now, mind you, Miss Tanya doesn't have flakes because I do this constantly. You know, scalp buildup and dandruff and all of that stuff, the research shows that it's just like your teeth buildup, like tartar. The only people that have tartar on their teeth are those that are not brushing their teeth every day, period. And there's a lot of people that do not brush their teeth every day. Scalp buildup is from those and only those that are not washing their head every day. Now, you may say out there, like, oh, Miss Tanya, I ain't washing my hair every day, neither do I. But that's why you see me taking this comb and doing my part of self care. Remember, self care are things that you're choosing to do to better yourself. So, like brushing your teeth is a form of self care. You don't have to brush your teeth. That's not one of the, you know what I'm saying, laws or city ordinances. I mean, you don't even have to take a bath. What's up, y'all? What are y'all doing up? What time is it where y'all are at? It's 1:40 a.m. where I'm at. What time is it where you all are at? What's up? What's up, Brian? Baby? And yes, 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 I'm bringing back hair care, y'all. We done got distracted by all these hairstyles that we have forgot. It's like we have forgot how, like what a bristle brush is. Do you know how many women have not put a bristle brush to their hair in months? Do you know how many women have not put a pair of these to the ends? This is how you manage and retain length. I didn't know that. Trims have nothing to do with growth. God gave you growth. And God might have gave you slow growth. I don't know. If you're like Miss Tanya, God gave me slow hair. Oh, I had to get one of these spots. Ooh, and there it is. It feels so good. It's like head sex, y'all. If y'all want a new experience in sex, just take a comb, get a rat tail, and go through your hair like, oh, I just gotta chill in my butt cheek. If you really want to get off and you want to feel good, get you a rat tail comb. You gotta part through your hair like this. And don't be talking about my hair because it's better than it's ever been. It's fuller than it's ever been. I was losing my hair like crazy. So many people that live in humidity or got goose by God when it came to fast hair growth be talking about me. I don't care. I don't care. Number one, I'm 50, so I really don't care. And number two, my hair is longer and fuller than it has been in a long, long time. And it's because I'm now exfoliating my scalp. Where was I at? And I've had to learn like, whoa, beauty school didn't teach us nothing. I hate to always be. No, I don't. I don't hate that I'm the bearer of the truth. I'm proud that I'm the bearer of the truth. But beauty school, we learned on a bunch of mannequins, so hair growth surely was not a topic. So I do hair here in Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado got this weird climate here. It's real dry. And it's got people thinking that their hair and their scalp is dry. You can tell when people really don't have no knowledge and education because they just be barking, talking about they're going to put moisture in your hair and trying to moisturize here in Denver. You can do what you want to do. Remember, washing your hair and what products you're smearing on your face, that's all on you. You can smear boo-boo mixed with charcoal on your face and in your hair if you want to. Ain't nobody gonna take you to jail. This is something that I've had to learn as a product manufacturer and founder here in Denver. You can't just do what you want to do here in Denver and think your hair is still gonna grow. Now, I'm talking in length. Your hair is going to always grow from the scalp, no matter if you braid it, wig it, weave it. You're always going to have growth from the scalp. But there's going to be some areas that are not growing the same, like in your edges or in the top. And you can tell who these individuals are here in Denver because these are usually the individuals that are wearing some sort of an extension. And that I now know, I thought they just loved the extension. No, they got a hair loss problem that they clearly can see. It's noticeable. And no woman of stature, class, or poise is going to walk around looking crazy in the head. So I now realize why is this hair loss such a pandemic all of a sudden? Not only is it our climate, I say our environment because it's not just the climate, it's also the tap water. And you see, Miss Tanya, I dives deep. I got mad knowledge, so I pay attention to all kind of stuff that other individuals, excuse me, ain't paying attention to. And I have a lot of individuals that have moved here that are not from here that have brought your moisturization, humidified, humid mindset here into this desert climate of Denver and without understanding climate knowledge because you ain't talked to me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you watch the news like I do or not, but I think you think that all that moisturization stuff, that stuff don't work here in Denver. Let me reintroduce myself. I am a holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. I retired from being a stylist because I was struggling like a mug as a stylist. Why? Because I was doing everything that social media and beauty school trained me and licensed me to do. Listen, everyone that does hair, if you stand behind the chair and you're watching me, I don't care how many years, what did your educator tell you? One of the many things they told you, go and further your education. That was their best way of telling you you are a beginner, even though we gave you this piece of paper called a license. And listen, that piece of paper don't serve nothing but a 10% discount at the Asian-owned beauty supply stores because Dora is not regulating us like they should be. And listen, most people ain't paying attention to that either, but they steady sending that money in. I am not going to pay mine this year, and I'm going to appeal their decision to withdraw for what? What am I paying for? And I'm going to make them own up to the money that I'm paying because they should be checking on us. They should be coming in to make sure the combs are clean. They should be coming in and checking to make sure that our implements are even stored properly. We're not supposed to be just doing what we want to do, but that's what is happening because we have no real leadership and regulation and education in the industry. So I now realize that hair loss was not discussed. And based on where you live, is going to determine really the. Got my followers texting me. What's up, y'all? Is going to really determine what you got to do. So let me break this down. Listen, I don't know if y'all know, but I live part time in Atlanta. I visit and live in Buckhead, Georgia. I also live here in Glendale, Colorado, known as, now they're trying to call it Cherry Creek, but it's really Glendale. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of there's some individuals that have lived into different climates, and then there's a lot of individuals, especially here in Denver, that have never left Denver and only know one climate, and there's a lot of individuals that have only lived in a humid climate and have never experienced this dry, crazy climate. So let me explain. This is how I know this. Like I said, I live part-time in Georgia. And when I do hair in Georgia, I don't never, ever, ever see what I see here in Denver. For instance, everyone's scalps in Georgia, I don't ever see flakes on the scalps. But here in Denver, it'd be a whole snowstorm coming out my clients' scalps. I now know why. That used to confuse me. So let me get back to what I know is going on, and I can tell how confused everybody is because you cannot moisturize in a dry climate. If you do, once that hair dries, there are certain ingredients, everybody. This is chemistry knowledge that I can tell a lot of individuals, especially product makers, don't possess. There are certain ingredients, my people, that solidify once it dries. So many people running around talking about my skin is dry and my hair is dry. That's a lie. You're lying. That's a lie. You're lying. Because every living human, whether you're a child, man, or woman, you have what's called a sebaceous gland. This is knowledge. I didn't create it. Miss Tanya didn't wake up and make this stuff up. This is in the books. But you see, this is a place I realize a lot of individuals behind the chair refuses to go to. They refuse to go to the books. They want to keep running to social media thinking that that's an educational platform for you to learn how to do black hair. Now you might can go to social media to learn how to do a mannequin or to learn how to do a white girl. And white girls, don't get mad at me, but black hair and white hair is not the same because the mindsets attached to both of those hairs aren't the same. The ones with the one hair washing their hair every day, keep it clean. There's a reason for certain things. And then there's another mindset that refuses to wash it, goes months without washing their hair. So clearly there's different mindsets that come to hair. And listen, everybody don't care. Most women of the world today don't care about their hair, clearly. All right, check this out. Let's go down. Some of y'all should be asking, Miss Tanya, what can I use for itching scalp? A comb. See, this is everyone's problem. Everybody thinks that that everything is a product solution or a problem. Itchy scalp ain't a product problem, so a product ain't the solution. Legandy, and I love you. Mwah, I'm so proud of you for asking. Ooh, I want to hug you, baby. I want to meet you. Where you at? What city and state you at? Because I'm realizing we are of the minority. The majority of the women of the world today, they don't care about their hair. Nah, they could give two hoots about what it looks like, whether it's falling out or not, whether they got edges or not. They don't care because all they're going to do is not care, which means they're going to keep covering up and they're never going to change. Those of us that care, we're constantly changing. Huh. Just like a stoplight. Y'all should see the products that I buy because I'm constantly testing and I'm constantly trying to find something better. And if I don't find it, it's getting knocked off the plank. You feel me? Back to the origin of this video, which is hair loss, which is affecting so many individuals, especially here in my community, because so many individuals are still trying to moisturize and not paying attention to the climate warming, the global warming and the climate warming that is definitely happening here in Denver. Listen, it is the first week of September and we're still over 85 degrees and our humidity is always now under 20%. Y'all don't understand. Y'all clearly have real zero climate knowledge, because when you realize how dangerously low, this is why I don't understand even what the people in Arizona are feeling, the people in Nevada are feeling, the people in Utah, New Mexico, certain parts of California. I just had a client have me research a part of Washington was sitting at 32%. That's dry air. That's a problem. So let me get back to this whiteness. Like I said, the sebaceous gland, every living human has a sebaceous gland, y'all. God did that. I don't got nothing to do with that. You have an oil gland, I have an oil gland, because sebum is the real natural oil, and we excrete it ourselves. Listen, I went to beauty school, and because they had me so busy on them mannequins, them dummies, them fake people, that I never really realized that people excrete sebum in their own heads. So let's reel this back in, because y'all know I fish. Y'all know I went and bought some worms today. I did. I'm so excited. I bought 2 packs of worms and some bells. That's right. I put bells on my poles because I'm a cool ass, fun ass fisher woman. I ain't got time to be sitting and staring at the tip of a fishing pole looking like a crackhead. We gonna have fun. We gonna skip rocks in the water or something. We gonna build a fire. We gonna do something fun. And when that bell ring, ding a ling a ling a ling a ling a ling a ling, that means you got to bite. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? That means you say, got him on, got him on, got him on. What'd you say? Who's educating? Temperatures were higher than today in the 1400s before the industrial revolutions of cars. It's called nature. Right. And it also, everything you said was happening before they came with all these products, too. Guess what? What y'all saw me doing in the beginning of the video is something hardly anybody is doing. I have so many individuals joining my hair and scalp restoration program. They're skipping up all the cheap services that I purposely put on top of my menu, and I put the most expensive, most beneficial, most educational, and comprehensive service that I created myself all the way down at the bottom. And do you know they are scrolling past all of my low costing, much more affordable, that don't come with many results services, because I now offer scalp scratching. So many individuals, they tried to snarl their faces at me like, what is she doing? Well, I'm actually taking us back to hair care. And here's the thing. I did not know that this here is like the fertilizer for your hair. I mean, you can keep swallowing pills for hair growth and keep smearing stuff across your scalp if you want to. I use a comb. I'm going back to the basics, y'all. Remember, self-care is on you. Yeah, hey, you don't have to do nothing. You can keep braiding your hair, you can keep wigging your hair, and you can keep getting sew-ins and K-tips and all that stuff, because crochets, all that means that we got a problem with the real hair. I just did the research, everybody. I just asked 40 women here in Denver that wear extensions, why are you wearing them? Woo, the why is always uncomfortable. But here's what I found, and here's what these women said. One said, because I really don't know how to do my own hair. Ooh, that's an easy fix. I told her, come here, you feel me? Then number 2, because I'm going to teach her how to do her hair. Then number 2 said, I got I got alopecia in my edges, and it's embarrassing. So I have a job, and I can't walk around looking crazy. So she said I cover it up. That's why I wear this wig. Perspective. Ugh. Then number three said, I remember her. She was like, I don't got time to be doing my own hair. She was like, I got 5 kids, a cheating ass husband that I'm chasing after. She was like, my job is running me raggedy. She was like, I don't got time to be making my time for my hair. She was like, so that's why I wear a sew-in. I was like, okay, I didn't know. This is what we have to start doing, the holistics and looking at the whole. That's what holistics means. That's a way to remember it. Whole, you look at the whole when you do holistics. You feel me? That means the whole. Dang, my scalp is itching. So anytime y'all feel that spot, y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's always in the same spot. That spot is a dip in your head. Look, our heads aren't round like bowling balls. But back to what I was saying, the most important part about what I was saying is that we all excrete sebum and salt and water and temperature in hair all comes out the same hole in the head. But what that whiteness is, everybody, your skin and your hair is not dry until after the day you die. Now, you may say, well, I'm not listening to you, Tanya, and I'm going to keep saying that the white look is dry scalp and the whiteness is ashiness, and I'm going to keep using lotion and okay. Hey, this is part of the research that I realized. Nobody's going to take us to jail for what you're doing to yourself. That's on you. The only time neglect is a problem is when you're taking care of a minor. Once you become an adult, don't nobody care about you and what you're doing. You could smear mud mixed with toothpaste if you want to. Mix it up and put all natural on the label and put it on the shelf for $50. Hey, ain't nobody gonna shut your business down. Door don't care. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. I've learned that you can put whatever you want on you. You can add whatever accessory you want to you. Don't nobody care but you. So I've had to realize we got to reel this in and start slowing down and paying attention to what you want. Now, so if you're that one, I need y'all to comment. I'm about to get down to the comments. Those of y'all that are on here with me up this late, if you care about hair, put care. No, put I care. That's what it is. Put I care. But if you don't care, put don't care. And own that. Be like, I ain't got time, Tanya, to be caring about my hair. I don't care about my hair. I'm them ones that's agonizing you on Facebook, talking about chop it. Just cut it off. Just cut it. Chop it. Blunt it. Whack it. Because you don't care. I get that. I actually didn't know that. I thought every single woman of the world cared about their hair, and that's not true. That's not true. That shook me. But hey, perspective is a mug. So when you do research, you learn so much. Because researching reveals things that your brain would not have ever processed on its own by itself. So I encourage anyone out there to stop being afraid to ask people. I know there's a lot of sensitive people in the world, but once you run across somebody that's sensitive, what you do is you just block them. So then you don't ever bump into them again. It's like the game of life. Playing this stuff is like a game, and there's rules. You got powers. You got extras and all extra lives and all that stuff, just like in a game. So when you run into them people, all you do is you block them, knock them off. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep it moving. This feels so good. Ooh, and it's so stimulating. Like right now, this whole area is like buzzing. It's like, feel. Let me see. Who cares? Who cares? Because I'm about to start making this all make sense, because People that really ain't got time to care for their hair are getting hairstyles. That means you don't want to be combing it, you don't want to be doing no scalp care, you ain't got time to be wrapping it, you ain't trying to get up and do nothing to it in the morning. That's what's up. Then you got this other side, which is the care team, eye care team. You feel me? They're the ones that's wrapping their hair every night. You know what I'm saying? We keeping our hair smooth. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to do no blunt chops because we're trying to get it as long as possible. You know what I'm saying? My stuff's finally past my shoulders. I ain't had no hang time in a minute, and I mean years. My hair has always been like up here, like way up here. Y'all see me in the earlier videos. My stuff was always like right here, and then all of a sudden, bam! Because I started following my own approach. Listen, that the women of Denver, older women of Denver created. I didn't create this mess. It actually irritated me in the beginning, but now it makes so much sense because it's got clients booking every 14 days because women are sick of hairstyles now. They're like, okay, I did the braids and my hair ain't even looking the same way it was looking before I started braiding it. Most women are noticing that their hair is looking real different, and it's not a good different. Same thing with the natural. You know what I'm saying? Women just keep having to cut it shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And once you cut your length off here in Denver, it's like cactuses here. It's going to stay like that for a long time. There's so many girls that done messed up here and then chopped all that hair off really short. And now you've been short for years because you're having a hard time getting back to where you was before you chopped it. So I be telling people, if y'all don't come talk to me first, just set up a consultation with me. I'll consult with you. Just book the program. That's how we set up a consultation, and we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to help you to understand what is it that you're trying to do with your hair. Do you care? That's one question I have to ask my participants when they join my program. Do you care about your hair? Do you prefer to style? And now I'm finding when I ask these types of questions, women are like, no, I don't want another hairstyle. No, I don't want more extensions. No, I don't want to go braid anymore. Some are wondering why they're not getting as many bookings, and that's because clients are changing. Clients are starting to want more. Clients are wanting more. Clients are sick of showing up to their appointments and being started after the time that they agreed to be there when the client's on time. That's crazy. But clients is getting sick of that. Clients are also getting sick of the environment. There's a lot of environments that are just junky and dirty. You need to clean up, straighten up, put things up, wipe things off, clean up. You know what I'm saying? Straighten up, it's called. Straighten up your place. I'm also hearing the lack of results. Clients, you see, are not just into what's going on the day of service. Clients are more now interested in what's happening to them after the day of service. So as a practitioner, I do follow-ups. Most stylists would never, you never had a stylist reach out to you and be that concerned and care that much to ask how your first night went with holistic care. You feel me? I give my participants videos on how to wrap their hair. I give my clients post-session guidelines on what tools to use the night that they get home, what to do if they sweat it out when they work out, what to do if they're goosing and happen to sweat out their whole heads. I tell them how to recover, how to manage, and how to maintain, so that they're not wasting their money and they're not frustrated the next morning and wanting to find somebody else. There's what's called client retention. But again, there's certain people that don't care and there's certain people that do care. So let me get down to these comments because I know y'all be getting to it. What's up, T-Bells? Because the slightly deaf. Uh-oh, T-Bell. I'm not deaf, I just like to talk. And then y'all know every so often I'm going to come through these comments. What's up, a-ho? What's up, a-ho? Why you call yourself a-ho? Or a-holy? Facts. Get some shampoo and wash your hair. I'm about to. As soon as the sun comes, no, I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna go get some rest. But I just noticed yesterday my ends is starting to stick together, and I don't like that look. So that means it's time to wash. And it's crazy because I never used to wash my hair this much, but my hair is so silky and soft and flowy. I call it white girl hair. It's like, ugh, without no conditioner. I don't use no conditioner. I have no oil in my hair whatsoever. If I put oil in my hair, I look like a chicken head or a rooster, one of the two, because my hairs be all stuck together. Y'all want me to show you? If you want to see what oil does to my hair, type in oil, and I'll do it when I get down to them comments because it ain't gonna look like this, baby. So many people on Facebook be like, it looks greasy because they ain't used to seeing a hydrated halo. That's what my water does. Conditioner don't do hair like this. Protein don't do this either. Neither does keratin, a relaxer, none of that crap. Oops, I didn't mean to say that. None of that. None of those options gave me this result to my hair. Look, now I look like I got short hair. Hold on. I never had that result. I just did a whole nother hairstyle, just running my fingers through my hair. It's kind of cute. Oh, I might cut my hair off. What y'all think? Should Miss Tanya cut her hair off? Never. Never cutting my junk that short. Nope. Never be me. All right, I'm getting to it, y'all. That's why black people's heads itch. They don't wash. Facts. They don't understand that. And now I realize they wasn't raised right. And that's nothing to be sensitive about. I wasn't raised right either. We had some real mental moms. You know, my mother was a little mental. My dad did some things to her and it affected her lifelong, forever. And so she was real distracted and upset about some things. And so it prevented her from really caring about me and teaching me things. And I was a why child. I was always asking mom, why you shut your door so much during the day? Mom, why are you got these chocolate things in the silver wrapper in called with an E at the beginning, these candies. Hey, do y'all know that one time, because I was an only child, I didn't know what X-Lax was. I thought it was some chocolate, and I didn't understand why my mom was like, because my mom was real stingy, even with me. So it made sense when I found the X-Lax. I thought it was chocolate. I thought it was some damn candy, y'all. I'll never forget that shit. And because I found it, I didn't mean to cuss, but I'm not at work, so. I found it in the closet, so I thought mom was trying to hide it from me. So I thought I'm gonna teach her, and I ate the whole thing. I mean, and it was kind of weird tasting. I thought it was like the introduction to dark chocolate now that I think about it, because it wasn't sweet like candy, but I tore that whole thing up because I was on some other energy, like she trying to hide some candy from me. I found it and I ate it. I was on the toilet all week, y'all. I thought X-Lax was some candy, but facts about washing hair. Listen, a-ho. When I be talking about other people, I be talking about myself. People don't understand that. It's just that my shoe fits so many other people that people be getting sensitive because you doing the stuff that I'm talking about. But all I'm doing, a-ho, is talking about myself. That's why my lives be so damn interesting, because I done did so damn much and done went through so much that I got so much to talk about. Just like tonight, I can talk for like 5 hours straight. My dad even told me, he said, Tanya, you talk too much. Then he said, you need to figure out a way to get paid to talk. And I've done so right here on YouTube because I'm fully monetized. You know how many people wish they even had a YouTube channel? And then those that have one are fully monetized and making money. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Quit running up this YouTube lane. It's not as easy as you think. Meta's paying way better over on YouTube. All you got to do is get like 300 views and you on the clock. You clock in. 300 views. That's not really that much. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is. But that's facts about washing the hair. I used to go a whole month because I wasn't raised right, y'all. My mom told me with her crazy self that dirty hair does better. So I would come to my mom and be like, Mom, ooh, Y'all see how I just flossed on the 24 karat gold alligator clips? Ugh, I know y'all ain't never seen no all gold, because I ain't either. And when I seen them, I said, gotta have them. That's how you properly tie up your hair. We don't use ponytail holders. Ponytail holders are for kids. Clips are for grown ass women. Woo! So woo! Ooh, uh-oh. I'm about to make me a short hairstyle. Ooh, ooh. Should Tanya cut her hair off? I just might, because don't be talking about my edges either, because I ain't never really had none. That's holistics for your ass. Ooh, did y'all just see I did the situation right there? Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna get back. I be in love with my hair because this product does this for me. When I use conditioner, mind you, I ain't used conditioner since 2014. And my hair was constantly frizzy. Even when I had a relaxer, my hair didn't look like this. It was all stuck together and not never moving. My hair is forever moving. You know what I'm saying? Even with certain, certain products, my did y'all see that? Hold on. Talk about talk about I don't know why that made me hold my breath, but I was like, anyway, let me get to y'all's comments because I know y'all waiting on me to acknowledge you, but let me do this so whoop again. Oh, oh, it looks like weave. Look like I just put a 27 piece in. Y'all remember them 27 pieces? Type in 27 piece. Look, I'm gonna give myself the weave effect. This is how you do it. You do like this, and you close that part in like this. Like that. Then you bring this down like right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's giving lace front vibes. You feel me? And then you just blend it in. You might have to get the 24 karat wide tooth comb and just feather that in. Y'all know how to blend. Y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hold on, we're gonna make it work. We got a Rob from back there. It's working. Looks like it's working. But y'all see how I gave myself that weave effect? You gotta close it like that. And then look, it's giving me lace front vibes. You feel me? Now let me see if it'll stay. There. Don't it look like I got weave in? That's when you know you got healthy hair. I'm just telling ya. And it's a gang of shampoos worth in this bottle. Guess what? I just learned something, y'all. I learned that, these little bottles right here? I ship a free extra 2 ounces in these little bottles with every order when you order my water beauty solution, and the link that's in the description. This is 3 ounces, not two. One of my customers, I serve some bomb high-end ladies here in Denver, and one of them came in, and because I be trying to do my stuff is backed with science and research, so I be trying to tell y'all the business, like, you only need so much. Like, the research shows that you only need 2 ounces or less because it's water, right? Right. You don't be needing half the bottle like when you use conditioner. So when she measured this crap out and she was like, Tanya, I'm not getting 8 shampoos. I'm getting about 5.5. So I was like, how you figure? You sure you're using 2 ounces? She was like, I'm using that bottle. Key point. So I had to do some holistics and I did some measurements, and I started with this bottle first because I was gonna call my bottle supplier and be like, hey y'all, but they're on point. This is a 16-ounce bottle. But this joint right here, this is 3 ounces, not 2. So now I realize I'm going to keep sending the applicator bottle because I don't want y'all free pouring out the bottle. Y'all don't know what 2 ounces or less look like. So this is the applicator bottle. But let me go into these comments because Scalp care, y'all, is the new hair care. Let me get back to exfoliating and fertilizing my head. This is how you fertilize your hair growth. You know how like grass don't grow, you got to fertilize it in the beginning? Some people don't know that. That's why their front yards look crazy as heck. Do y'all's front yards looking crazy because you don't know how to grow grass? You growing weeds? I'm getting some head and shoulders. No, head and shoulders do not work. You know why? Because the tap water wets the buildup first. You got to start doing some research, a-hole, and just stop moving through life so fast. Do you know how long people been suggesting a darn dandruff shampoo? Those don't work. Anybody with some real scalp problems knows shampoos ain't working. It's still there after they shampoo. That's because you need to get that up with a comb. Shampoo does not cleanse the scalp. The scalp and the hair are not the same organs, and no shampoo said it was going to cleanse your scalp. That's crazy, but that's facts. It says it's going to cleanse the dandruff off your hair. So you got to lift the dandruff first with a comb, my people. This is what my grandmama used to do. And if your grandmama didn't used to do this, my fault, your fault, or our somebody's fault, but that ain't my fault, that my people had real hair care knowledge. Like, that was our culture. You scratch your scalp before you wash your hair. Period. 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 Listen, if you want your hair like this, my product just don't make your hair like this. I got 5 approaches, 6 different approaches that we have to do that we follow. It's more than just a shampoo, blow dry, press, and curl. Hair care is more than just a damn product and some oil. You gotta wrap it. You gotta keep it smooth. You gotta prune your ends constantly. We don't chop, cut, and blunt and all that stuff. We don't do that. All them curl chops and all that stuff. We don't do all that mess. That's foolery. We snip precisely. It's a culture. You feel me? Our stuff is serious. We take photos. We compare. You know what I'm saying? We gauge. You know what I mean? We checking constantly because we care. And those are the women that I do. I can tell there's a lot of women here in Denver. They just don't care about their hair. And that's what's up. Me and my girls, we in my dugout. You know how baseball players, when it's their time to bat, how they just be chilling in the dugout, spitting sunflower seeds. That's me and my girls. And we just be watching all these other women in Denver running out there in the field because they in the field. You know what that means when you got to go out in the field. They just running around looking like they trying to catch balls, and we just in my dugout with our bomb healthy hair because everybody is not everybody. I got to stop using those words. Someone got offended and people be checking me, y'all, and they was like, you got to quit using you got to quit saying certain stuff, Tanya. And I was like, why? And they was like, because you always saying everybody and I be like, and it ain't everybody, that ain't me. I was like, oh, you right. So most bodies though here in Denver, they don't care. They don't care. It's like I make them care. I'm going to make you have healthy hair. I'm going to make your hair loss stop because that's what I do. I'm a hair loss expert. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really hype my program because you're going to stumble across that. And everybody that joins my program knows this. They didn't talk to me. They don't know me when they come. They're looking for hair loss solutions. You see, when you Google Tanya does hair, it don't say nothing about a salon, hair styling. I don't do none of that no more. Some people don't understand my business game is on point. I know how to run business. I know how to get that money. That's the whole purpose of us being behind the chair. Some people I think are behind the chair to be broke, and that's not what's up. You should not have a job doing hair. There's so much money out here, it's ridiculous. But clients is changing. Clients ain't playing with y'all no more. They sick of getting chopped when they ask for a trim. They're sick of showing up early or on time and you ain't ready. They're sick of their hair not lasting all pretty the day of the service, but then once they sweat and wake up the next morning, kapoof. Women is starting to respect their money, and they know, realizing also that they got a choice. Ain't nobody contracted to go nowhere. I just had somebody quit me the other day. She got offended talking about she tired of the disrespect. I don't be disrespecting her. I be telling her the truth. You're sensitive about the truth about your situation, and she's lazy. So don't get mad at me, and I wished her luck, because ain't nobody about to care for you like I did. And we need to start understanding that the real people of the world that care about you ain't nice. We ain't got time to be nice. The best parents that really care, they ain't, oh, boo, go do a timeout. They probably punching you in your jugular when you getting smart. Those are the parents that care, because a parent that's getting you in your jugular is a parent that don't want you getting smart, because they know that you're going to have to be talking to other people in the world, and you can't be talking to everybody like that. But a parent that don't care is going to laugh at you and not do nothing to you. You can tell those that care and those that don't care. So remember, I'm getting to it. Type don't care if you don't care. Own that. Be like, psh, I don't care about my hair, Tanya. I'm bald. I shave mine every day. I, you know what I'm saying? I think there's an emoji. I don't care about hair. That's what's up. We need to start owning that. Because there's a lot of people walking around here braiding, wigging, and weaving, talking about healthy hair, and I care. No, you don't. Now, if you don't know how, that's different. That's different, especially from behind the chair. If your vinegar rinses and biotin ain't working and your clients is complaining, I mean, you're lucky. The only ones that love all that stuff are those that are only 20 and 30 years old, baby. The ideal clients of this industry, my people, I don't care if you like this or not, but this is true because I've done the research, are those 50 and over. Let me tell you why after I get to these comments. Wash your hair at least twice a day. Ain't nobody doing that, a-hole. I think you might be white or something, because I'm a woman of color, as you see. And I know some white girls ain't washing their hair every day. So that's kind of crazy, but some people might need to. I just told one of my women of color she might need to wash every day because she be sweating. She can't even get through the 2-hour session without being wet. I mean, soaking wet. And I got a few clients that are like that. So I'm now digging deeper and doing the holistics. And I'm like, so you do this all the time? They be like, yeah, dang. So what happens at night? Do you be waking up in the middle of the night? They be like, yeah. And I be like, do you be like wet? Like you be feeling like you peed on yourself? They be like, yeah. If I'm hitting any truths, y'all, can you like the live? I notice how y'all just be watching, but y'all don't like the live. I need to take a like live break. A like the live break. Come on, 10, 11, and 12. Hello. 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 Can I get some likes? I have to ask for them because I only got 9. Is it because I ain't got to y'all's comments yet? Okay, let me hydrate my face real quick. Look, it even changes the color because you got a gang of dust on your face. People don't understand that. Ooh, people so moving so fast. Y'all ain't doing no research. You carry so much dust on your face. And I always say, and then what you gonna do after you done rinsed off your favorite soap with the nasty tap water? You got all kind of rust on your face. You got lead on your face. You got chlorine on your face. That's what's turned white and got you thinking your skin is dry. And then you messing up by adding oil and lotion. You shouldn't be adding all that stuff to your skin unless you're wet. You feel me? My water takes that whiteness away. My water ain't gonna have you ashy and tight. You really want a hydrated, clean palette before you apply your normal coverage, whether you choose to put on oil, lotion, foundation, concealer, sunscreen, mud, clay, a mask, tape, whatever you want. You feel me? You need my water first, because my water post-treats your tap water. My product is a staple. It's not a moisturizer. It's not a conditioner or nothing like that. It's not a shampoo. It's not a cleanser. It's a universal solvent. This product's been tested and approved. I got paperwork. This is where I smash all other so-called product makers. I manufacture this product. Tested and approved. I got paperwork. Anybody want to see it should be asking. Everybody calling and asking me a question. What's the ingredients in your water? That tells me right there that you have zero water knowledge, because that's not even the proper knowledge. That's like calling and asking me, how many ounces of gin do you have in your cake? I mean, there are some liquor cakes, but come on, you feel me? It's what I've taken out. Once you get the kind of water knowledge I got, you understand. And that's why I guess why don't nobody really want to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing certain females out in public and you don't have nothing to say to me. Mm. But if you get on social media, your thumbs do, your fingers got a lot to say. Mm. But it's okay. Because all I'm going to do is just flick my hair and keep it moving. Lays out. I'm just, I'm just bullshitting, man. I just like talking. Just like talking a lot. But I'm about to get to y'all's comments, and I promise I won't stop. So here we go. Throw away the showed caps. All right. Hi, Janice. Hi, John. That's yeast. Yo, John, stop telling people that. Stop spreading rumors. Yeast is only in the coochie or in some bread, John. It is not on the head. That's impossible. And anybody yelling yeast, you clearly haven't done no research and you're just repeating what you done. You watch too much. You on social media too much. You need to get in a book, John. And ain't no book talking about no damn yeast on the head. That's how I can tell that you ain't did no research. So, John, don't pull your pants down like that no more, okay? Make sure you're reading. I am a booty warrior. Oh, Jim. Oh, Jim. I ain't got no pants on. I'm in my scrub shirt and panties. You know the song, T-shirt and my panties on. Well, I got my scrub shirt and my panties on. I do. And yes, I sleep in all my jewelry because my stuff is real. When you have fake jewelry, that's when you need to take it off. But when your stuff is real, you know what I'm saying? This is carat right here, and these are a half a carat. And then this is a Cuban, mind you, herringbone. Y'all know about a Cuban herringbone, and mine is what you call custom made. Y'all ain't never seen a herringbone with the I forgot what he called it. But I told him whatever, do it. We had just hit a big old jackpot at the casino, so I went to the pawn shop because that's what you do. You go buy gold, real gold. All my rings is real. You feel me? I don't wear fake jewelry. I know a lot of females that wear fake jewelry, and that's what's up. Remember, ain't nobody gonna take you to jail because you choose to buy and wear fake jewelry. Miss Tanya does not, so of course I don't understand, and of course we're nothing alike. Hey, ladies that wear real jewelry, what's up? What's up? I said I wasn't gonna stop. I care, haven't cut my hair since I went to jail. I'm October. Come home last week. Welcome home, Tyrone. What'd you go in for? What'd you do? What did you do? XXX, please, my love. What's up, Destin? More fire. Where can I get some good chitlins at? That is disgusting. I do not know. Ugh. I don't know. I tell people you gotta ask people that fool with that, with the stuff you talking about. Whoever was at your last chitlin greet meet and greet, ask them where to get some chitlins from. You don't just be asking strangers no mess like that. What is wrong with some of y'all YouTubers? I can tell y'all don't drink enough women. I love big women. I love big women too. Why you act funny with the chitlins? Chitlins are gross. Why? That's why we run off to white girls. 700, all right, white girls. Tyrone in Delaware. What's up, Delaware? Receding hairline. Yeah, I did it. I got tricked by them gels. Look at this. Back, my stuff ain't never grown back. All this used to be bald. Cause I was one of them ones that got tricked and really believed that a protective style was not gonna damage my hair. That's like a AKA. Protective style means hair breakage, ladies. Cause that's the result of them joints. So my stuff never grew back in. So that's why I do what I do. So that those that are younger than me won't end up in my shoes. Like, y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta stop using all these products and gels because they ain't what's up. They ain't what they are cracked up to be. They out here messing up people's hair. Shoot. So let me keep reading. It's only hair. You're disgusting. So are you, Gray Wolf. Shoot. I was tickling my little brother's feet yesterday, and my mom told me to stop and wait until he's born. Oh, how old are you? I'm 50. Chibota. Where you in the movie Planet of the Apes? Oh, I was behind the scenes. I produced that motherfucker, Gray Wolf dummy. Now what? And keep coming with your smart ass comments because I'm going to come with a better answer that's going to piss you off because you can't fuck with me. And if you keep distracting me, you're going to get knocked off the plank. I'm going to have them walk you right on out there and you'll be gone, Gray Wolf, because I don't tolerate disrespect. You better watch your motherfucking mouth on my YouTube channel because I don't play that shit. And it's no fucking punk. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm not at work, so I can cuss all I want because this is my tribe, my channel, my life. So if you don't follow my rules, I will remove you, Gray Wolf. So I bet not find you down below, low. You understand me? You better go sit down or else I'm gonna send you to the principal's office. Knock you off. Shoo, what's up, Shalonda? Hi, American Muscle. Y'all think I'm funny? I think y'all funny. How old are you? I'm 50. Hello, Tyrone from Delaware. Thank you for the tips. My pleasure, Sharon. We are the minority. You see how the majority of these people on here acting? They ain't drinking enough water. So they're dehydrated. Their pineal glands don't process their thoughts properly. So it makes them say stuff like this that they be leaving. You can tell which ones are hydrated and which ones are dehydrated. Matt said, quit yapping. She is a loser. That's why she is yapping. Okay, Bamboo. All right, Matt. For real, Bamboo. Sir, calm down. Shut up, Laura. Y'all starting to bang. Tyrone from Delaware. Pay your child support. They aren't smart enough, Matt. Sir, you ain't all that. Ooh, Laura, get him. Get him, Laura. Don't even try me. Ooh, Matt said, don't try me, bruh. That wig. Who got a wig, Matt? You can stop talking now. I never stop talking. That's why y'all watching me. Because y'all like to listen to people talk. Your eyes bulgy. Get you thyroid check. No, ain't nothing wrong with my thyroid. Shoot. That's a natural born deficiency, fool. Laura, that's how I look all the time, dummy. See, people like you are like the medical professionals. They like to pick and choose and make you think that the things that God gave you, there's something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with me, baby. Even if I had 6 fingers, would nothing be wrong with me, and I'd still be getting more likes and subscribers than you do, Laura. Let me check you out. Let me put you on blast real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me check Laura's page. She trying to tell somebody about their thyroid. Hold on. Oh my God, Laura only got 3 subscribers, y'all. She joined 12 years ago. Dang, Laura. Laura, you need to shut up. How about that? Go sit down and learn. Shut up, get some paper and pencil, and Laura, don't you leave another comment until you at least get 10 subscribers. Can y'all please subscribe to Laura Lloyd? Help her out because she needs she needs some help. You look like Snoop. That's what's up, cuz. Snoopy dog. We some Crips and we'll come and find you, me and my dog pound. You feel me? We gonna come find you, Laura, and we're gonna bring you some subscribers so you feel better. I'll leave you a couple subscribers on your porch, okay? It's water out your tap, silly trip. Ooh, Laura, you better watch it. This is my stream now. Oh, she thinks she running shit. Hold on, y'all. Bye, Laura. Deuces. Deuces, Laura. All right, Laura gone. All right, what's up, Tyrone? Frankie, what's up, nice? What's up, Frankie show? I'm not showing you my legs. Psych said, can I have 30% of the stream, Laura? She's gone, y'all. She's gone. Laura Lloyd is gone. Oh, she's. Hold on. Laura is funny. Hold on, because I'm going to get her every time I see her, y'all. Boop. Boop, boop. Hold on, y'all. You know how, like, when we were in class when we were little, and there were people like Laura in the classroom, and y'all remember what would happen? The teacher would stop, right? Stop the class, and the teacher would just start going and rambling through the desk and shit, you know what I'm saying? And get out that little piece of paper and writing something on it. Yeah, she was brainstorming about who she getting ready to remove from the class. So I just removed Laura. She's a goner, y'all. Anyone else? All you gotta do is get smart on here. And that's stupid. Why don't you just go to another live if you don't like me or don't want to listen to me or don't like what I'm talking about? Don't like my eyes or don't like my bomb ass hair. Ain't nobody said nothing about my extremely healthy ass hair, and I'm a woman of color. My shit ain't nappy. My shit ain't frizzy. Not no more. It used to be, but not no more. But that's okay. Y'all can find other things about me because y'all sure can't say shit about this bomb ass black hair looking better than most white people's hair. Ooh, I said it because it's true. The white girls, when they leave, their hair be stuck. My girls, when they be leaving, their hair be bouncing behind them and it be flowing and let some wind hit it and it does this and they shake it and it goes back. Not even the white girl's hair be flowing and blowing. Theirs be all stuck from hairspray. We don't use hairspray. We don't use serums. We don't use none of that. Conditioner, none of that. And our hair looks better. Way better. Way better. This is the new evolution of hair care. I don't care what nobody say. It's a new approach. That's why I call it a holistic approach, because it's totally different than the moisture shampoo and conditioner approach, baby. And I ain't even put nothing in my hair. Look, I can mess it up. You know, y'all can't do conditioner hair like that. It'd be all stuck and tangled. But watch this, watch this. I'm gonna get myself a new hairstyle. Ooh wee. And I ain't even put nothing in it. I could never do moisturized hair like this. My hair was jacked up when I was using conditioner. That's crazy how they purposely, y'all, tricked us into thinking that that was going to make our hair healthy. You really think that that was going to put some moisture into your hair? Girl, moisture is outside. It's for free. But they got you thinking moisture is inside of a bottle. Even my water is water and it's not moisture. I don't call it moisture. I call it hydration because that's what it is. There's some hydrogen and oxygen in this bottle. That's what you need for softness, but you know tap water don't do it. So this clearly ain't tap water because everybody that feels it, they say, "Woo, this is different." Duh. Y'all think I just went in the store and went eeny, meeny, miny, mo and put some distilled water? I tell everybody, go get some distilled water and put that in your hair and watch what happens. Your hair gonna be frizzy and it's gonna be shedding like a mug once it dries. That's not what happens when you use my water. That's why I called it that, because it's like, not my water. So my friend said, why don't you name your product My Water? And I was like, that's stupid. Because I wanted it to be like Tanya's magic product. Or I wanted to call it Miss Tanya's. You feel me? Or I wanted to call it Tanya's best product in the world. You feel me? I was coming with, but we was having fun that week. And one of my smarter, older, she was a marketing specialist. She said, Tanya's got pool though. I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, what do you call it if once you buy it? It has a marketing pool to it. And I was like, My Water. And we was like, yes. So I started calling people like, hey, what you think if I called the product My Water? Some people was like, I like it. It's different. I was like, bet. So that's what I named it, My Water Beauty Solution, because it is the total solution for your hair, skin, and nails. And guess what? You can spray it on your hair, in your eyes. I tell everybody, I don't know about you, but can you rub your product into your eyes? You know you can. That's how safe your product is. If your product is really all natural, look at my face. I can't stand that term now. You should be able to put it in your mouth, right? Eat that all natural then. Mine is holistic. I don't have to lie to kick it. Mine is holistic. I don't have to lie to kick it. And you see that how I didn't even really frizz up my hair either. Y'all seen me spray it on my hair. Y'all don't have to buy it. I told my dad, I was like, I really could care less if another bottle is bought. Because everybody's hair is just going to keep falling out even more and more and more. And they're going to keep adding more and more and more conditioner. And I'm going to keep getting more and more clients because it's working. God said, Tanya, just hold on, Tanya. God said, I'm doing things for you. And I was just like, but God, they keep calling me stupid. They keep saying I'm uneducated because I came with a water and they coming with all these bottles full of chemicals. He said, Tanya, just hold on, baby, because the world is changing. See, I didn't see this shift coming and I didn't understand that God had it coming. God said, just hold on, Tanya. Woo! Did y'all know that I fired all my resellers too? Sure did. I had 11 resellers all across the United States. I tried to give them an opportunity to go into holistic hair care retail business with me, but they didn't do a very good job. They just didn't. So I let them all go. So I'm the only one selling. Me and Shawnee here in Denver are the only two selling my products. Ooh, and it's working because all that money now just came right back to me, like it was doing in the beginning before I decided to share my profits. Some females don't even be understanding what an opportunity really is all about. Women are so damn busy being catty and competitive that you'll knock your own self. You done fell off the plank yourself. Didn't nobody even push you. You fell off the plank because you're so busy being competitive instead of just jumping on a bandwagon that you clearly see is working. I mean, but like I said, I'm proud that most bodies are continuing to use conditioner because it ain't working here in Denver no more. Our tap water is changing and it's not rinsing all traces of it out of our hair, and some of the traces is staying. And when traces stay in the hair and this air here in Denver now gets at it, your stuff is about to be frizzy and your ends are crunchy. And some women don't even like to admit it that that's the case. They convincing themselves here of some things that ain't true, and that's what's up. That's what's up, because it's just causing me to kind of blow up. What's up, Nigeria? You look so Nigerian. I love your voice and your accent. I love you too, Nigerian. I wish I can visit one day. Meow. Help me work with my hair, please. I got you, X. Ew, why is everyone so rude? Because they're dehydrated. They're not drinking enough water. Preach it. Y'all better leave my baby alone. What's up, Pluto? What's up, boo? Ooh. X said, I'm not going to hop on a YouTube live for money and have my energy be disturbed. I choose peace. Psh. Tyrone is a hairdresser. Ooh, okay, Tyrone Roberts. I hope I meet you one day. Uh-oh. Lucifer's, a vampire walks into a bar and asks the bartender, I don't even want to read all that. Oh, I made it to the bottom. What's up, Lucifer? Black don't crack. Okay, Lucifer, I'll read it. It says, a vampire walks into a bar and asks the bartender for a boiling glass of water. That's dumb right there, because a boiling glass of water is not only hot, but that's distilled water, and you shouldn't be drinking distilled water. So clearly vampires be tripping. They're dehydrated too, because blood don't hydrate you. Or you would have to, I guess, drink half your body weight, so you'd have to probably kill like 50 people to get half your body weight of blood into your system to truly be hydrated. You know what I'm saying? But he said, I thought vampires only drank blood. Vampire pulls out a used tampon, says, I'm having tea. That's nasty, Lucifer. That's like how we used to do back in the day, how when we used to make our spaghetti, we put some of our monthly givings into it. When our husband's been cheating on us, that's what us Indian women do. I don't know if you know, but I got Blackfoot blood in me. And those are some real troubled Indians of the Native Indian American cultures. You know, Cherokees, they're pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? They're a little calm. Them Blackfoots, they're evil, forever wanting to punish somebody. You feel me? Ooh, I mean, they're different. They're real different. So Lucifer, I feel you on a lot of levels, and I'm about to get off of here because it's going on 3 a.m. where I'm at, and I'm getting sleepy. I've dumped, and I've gotten to the end of the comments. I want to thank all of you for joining me. Yeah, what's up, y'all? And remember, I know you all are out there struggling. My water reverses your hair loss effects because your hair is not, your ends are not going to be all stuck together like they are when you use conditioner. Your hair is going to be soft after it dries. Once conditioner dries on black hair, our hair is stuck together and it's now hard to comb through, and that is not healthy hair. So that causes hair breakage because once you do that to your hair, it's easy to break. My water doesn't have those effects, so your hair is going to definitely restore, and it's going to have the sheen without the use of an oil, you know. It's going to be easier to comb through because your hair is no longer going to be moisturized. It's going to be hydrated. So I dare any of you to order a bottle. I have not processed any refunds whatsoever because my product works. It's tested and approved. I didn't bring this out. My white homies did. They're the ones that kind of forced me back in the beginning to roll this out as a product because, again, we tested it. It got approved. I've got a provisional patent on this water. That's why I have a whole brand behind it. I have people that have made, a white person made the logo, black woman designed the label for me, the label design, but it was tested and, I can't say that enough. I got paperwork on this water. I know a lot of individuals ain't got nothing, no paperwork, didn't get no provisional patent. So, whether you like it or not, this is the safest hair softener right now on earth. And I dare you to order a bottle. So, and if not, like I said, it's okay. I know it's a whole bunch of people in the world don't care about a lot of stuff. There's women don't care that their stomachs done gotten too big. There's a lot of women that don't care that their skin is all blotchy. They gonna just keep covering it up with a bunch of foundation and concealer because remember, ain't nobody gonna take you to jail for what you're not doing for yourself or what you are doing to yourself. Make sure that you love it. Make sure you own it. I didn't see nobody type I care or don't care. So not sure what type of audience I'm working with tonight, but I care about my hair. I'm very different than most people of color. Most people of color are on some other stuff when it comes to their heads. I'm into scalp care. I'm into pruning my ends consistently. I know most women of color are not pruning their ends. And that's crazy. You're going in to get your hair done, but you're not having nothing done to your ends. That's like going into the dentist job and seeing a dentist and you didn't get your gums flossed. They only cleaned your teeth. Like, that's not what's up. You didn't get a full service. You know what I'm saying? So I've now realized there is a line and there's different clients too. There's different providers behind the chair. Hey, did y'all know that there's different types of licensed professionals? Did y'all know that some of us are cosmetologists and some of us are hairstylists? And I mean, we ain't the same. Yeah. Some of y'all probably don't even know what kind of professional you're booking with. I didn't even know there was a hairstylist. I'll never forget when I got to beauty school and I found out that there was a hairstylist. I had never even heard of that. It was only a cosmetologist or a barber back in the day. So when I got to beauty school, they was like hairstylist and esthetician. What is that? An esthete. They was calling it. You can be an esthete. What is an esthete? I did not know that Dora decided to break up the cosmetology educational ream and allow students to cheat that and only come and take one thing, like only just take hair and then you get to get out of school with a license. That's like just going to elementary and you didn't go to middle school and high school and they gave you a diploma and you only just went to elementary. Like, okay, you're going to struggle only doing math and subtraction because you got to get to high school to get to algebra. They ain't teaching algebra in elementary school. So I had to realize there's levels to every game. And to this hair game, some of these clients is out here not realizing the type of industry you're booking in and even who you're booking with. Hell, make them show you the license. You know what I'm saying? That shows what they are. And I'm a cosmetologist. That means I have skin knowledge. A hairstylist has zero skin knowledge. They only went to school to style the hair Period. They have zero nail knowledge. I went to school, I hold a license as a nail tech. Some people wonder why my nails are so well cared for because I care for them myself because I'm a licensed nail tech as well. My business used to be called Tanya Does Hair, Skin, and Nails. That's why my book is called The Holistic Approach to Hair, Skin, and Nails because that's what it is. That's what I am. That's what I've always been about. So thanks, y'all, for watching your hair is a dream. What do you mean it's a dream? What's up, Marwa? Good morning. Where are you joining me from? 345, because it's 5 a.m. for my East Coast people. Where are you joining me from? And what do you mean it's a dream? Because my hair is a dream come true. Shoot. It used to be a dream. My hair is reality. It's called holistic hair. I mean, my hair used to be frizzy, Myra. It used to be all poofy. It used to stay tangled. Like I could never comb through it like this. It never moved like this. I never had, even with oil. Hell, my hair was still dull. I didn't have this kind of sheen. So it wasn't this full and voluminous, and it feels like butter. Like, girl, Dubai. How do I get to you, Mara? I can bring this product with me and I'll bring my educational platform. I'll train y'all, I'll teach y'all how to provide a revolutionary approach to healthy hair without the use of harsh conditioners. I'll even prove how much more dangerous conditioners are compared to my safe and proven. I'll prove the results of conditioner compared to my water on the same head. We gonna split the head from the rooter to the tutor, and then we gonna put conditioner and use ceramic flat irons and 1875 blow dryers on one side, and then we're gonna use my 2000 watt and my titanium plates and my hydration on the second side. And then when we get done, we gonna ask the client, because that's what this is all about. It's not about the individual behind the chair, it's about the individual in the chair. And we're gonna ask the clients which side feels better, which side looks better, which side is acting better, and the My Water side is gonna win 10 times over. You feel me? We wish we have more people like you here at Mara. All you gotta do is get me there. All you got to do is if you in Dubai, I know you know the rich people who they are. You're probably one of them. All we got to do is collaborate. Get on the phone. We got a plan. You know what I'm saying? I have a press kit that I'll email over that shows all of my menu options of what it takes to get me to you. Wait, ignoring facts. Maybe hairdressing in America is low standard. Low standard, but elsewhere hairdressers learn how to treat the scalp and protect it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You said facts and you coming with protecting the scalp. What do you mean protect? The number one. What do you mean about protect the scalp? What do you do? Put gel on your scalp? What do you do? Smear growth serum across your scalp? Because I don't protect the scalp. You sound like some of these parents and these kids talking about protect the scalp. What do you do to protect the scalp? The number one. You got my full attention now. And please come with facts because I'm highly educated. Be careful with me. You said hairdressers don't learn about skin. Facts. 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 You did not go through any zero skin theory. You only did about 800 hours only with doing hair, and then y'all went to the floor. You did not go through skin theory. You do not have any additional hours of practice on skin. That's facts. Or nails. You're a hairdresser. All you do is style. That's all you do. And I didn't say hairdresser. I said hairstylist. I don't even talk like that, hairdressers. I didn't say that. So you only post the facts and pay attention. Go get some paper and pencil and take notes. Knowledge is basic. Well, duh. I'm in America. Where you think I was? Did you do any research? Did you think that I was over in the UK or something? I'm in America. Do the research. And welcome. I'm Tanya, your holistic hair and skin Restoration practitioner. I'm not a stylist or a hairdresser. I retired. I hung up my kitchen apron looking crazy in some street clothes. No wonder I was not viewed as a professional in my community looking crazy. My hair was all jacked up. I would go in looking like this and didn't see nothing wrong with it because I'm black and I'm supposed to be black acting, and I'm supposed to have an attitude, and my space is supposed to be all junky, and I'm supposed to have 50 bottles on my station, and my mirror is supposed to have so many dots we can connect the dots on that joint. Huh? I'm supposed to pile clients all up into my business. Huh? I'm not hostile. I just be having fun. Shoot. What you mean hostile? I'm an Aquarius. You feel me? My mom used to whoop me and then I'd start smiling. She didn't understand that. Like, you're not understanding me. I'm an Aquarius. I'm all about the yin and the yang. People that are single and simple minded like yourself don't understand us because you want me to only be nice or you want me to only be mean. And y'all can't handle my tranquility. You feel me? You can't handle how well I'm able to act and intertwine with no matter who I'm getting at. You feel me? I return energy. You want to get smart? I'm going to get smart. You want to get professional? I'm going to get professional. You want to get petty? I'm going to get petty. You feel me? I return energy. My mom don't like that about me. V number one. She calls me all type of words too. You're crazy. You're retarded. You're stupid. She calls me stuff like that too. You probably my mom's cousin because y'all got the same energy. Oh, I'm just having fun. It's up. I'm up early. Actually, I got up real early. I went to bed super early, so I thought I'd get up, just spread some knowledge. Whoa! I dropped major gems this morning. And good morning. Where are you joining me from? Oh, this channel is about the holistic approach for your hair, skin, and nails with lifestyle benefits. I am Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. I'm real different, so you got to be careful with me because I'm educated, got a lot of knowledge, more than you do, about water and climate and these products that we use on our hair, skin, and nails. So I was trying to advise this V number one situation on here. She's the one generalizing, though. This V number one tried to square up about facts and then says some crap about hairdressers having scalp care. Like, no, they didn't. And you probably, V, did you go to beauty school? Or are you just barking? V, you barking? Or did you go to beauty school and you know what you're talking about? What inspires you? Also, I love the energy. I like to laugh. I like you too. You see how I match the energy? If you'd have said something crazy, I'd have said something crazy. That's why V number one is having a hard time right now, and I'm ruffling that tail feather because I'll match. And you see, y'all, I have moderators that got my back. So only certain comments get through here. Man, I tried to text a lesbian and I feel stupid. What you think? Again, can you read? In the UK, hairdressers, what? Learn about skin. Skin, for real? So you guys practice on humans in beauty school? Do hairdressers practice on humans? Huh? Or was y'all on them mannequins too, just like the Americans? I'll wait. I ain't rattled. You're deflecting. Hold on. Answer the question. Let's focus. Do hairdressers in the UK practice on humans or mannequins? Don't ignore the question. I'm going to keep asking it. V number one. Do hairdressers in the UK practice in beauty school on humans? Let me change my tone so that you don't think that, oh, really, on humans? That's a flex. Now I like you. Yeah, you might have. You doing a lot of typing. What kind of finger greens are you taking? Because you going. I know, so you must be young. How old are you? That's a question I have to start asking too, because I know that I attract young people because y'all think I'm young. But I'm a 50-year-old woman. My oldest is 33. My youngest son is 25. How old are you? No, I do. So I'm so much more than a dermatologist because a dermatologist don't do your hair. That part. They don't even touch your scalp. I don't even understand what dermatologists really are for. They just stand there and listen to you complain about your scalp, and then they toss you a shampoo and tell you to go home and deal with your scalp at home yourself. That would be like me telling my clients, here's the flat iron, and here's the shampoo, and here's a bottle of my water. and go home and do your own hair and then call me back in 2 weeks and let's talk about it again. That's what dermatologists get paid to do. And then come in, let me cut some of your hair out and do a biopsy so I can look at it under a microscope. I'm so much more than a dermatologist, Lord. I do way more. I looked into dermatology, said, nope, I don't want to do that. Don't want to be that. Then I looked into trichology and was like, all they do is teach you how to use a close-up little monitor, little fancy iPad device, but they still ain't getting the buildup off. So I was like, don't want to go to UTI because I almost registered to the UTI in New York till I talked to the enrollment counselor and I was like, what exactly am I going to learn? Am I going to learn any practical skill set on how to remove the buildup? They told me no. And you're charging how much? For what? We need a real solution. People are searching for ways that are really going to remove their buildup, y'all. We're not looking for something to poke us. We're not looking for something that starts with Novocaine being smeared on the skin. My God, what my ancestors did with a comb before we shampoo is what everybody should be doing. And that's what I do, and that's what all my clients are doing. And that's why I am now Colorado's premier hair growth specialist because I have a 100% success rate in my program, and I have photos to prove it. I have before and after photos. My clients know how specialized and comprehensive my program is. They also know how much better their hair is once they start booking with me. So again, those that really care about their hair, it's not the majority of those that are in the world today. And I am forever grateful for those that are in my chair. I hold about 60 individuals strong here in Denver that really care about their hair. And I'm so proud because if all people didn't care and if everybody braided and everybody did K-tips and extensions and everybody was doing these keratins and proteins, boy, oh boy, I'd have to go get a job long time ago or a man, one of the two, to help me pay my bills, you know. But I'm proud to state that I've been able to sustain since 2005 without a job. This year marks, let's see, 25, 15 years that I ain't had a job. And took a $2,000 hit last month because there's this shift here in Denver happening with certain clients, and I still clocked $8,000. You know what I'm saying? A month, and I don't offer braids or extensions. All I do is silk press. That's it. I do some hair coloring, all on a holistic level though. So it's so much healthier and so much better and faster than you've ever experienced. I tell everybody, yeah, I'm expensive because your results are expensive. You can't find it no place else. So I'm gonna get off of here because I'm sleepy. I'm about to go get me some more rest. I pray y'all hydrate, drink you some water today. I know that's an area that some of you are really lacking in. Y'all get a lot of that liquor in and you drinking the wine, but you're not getting in as much water. So I need everybody to hydrate. V number one ain't gonna talk to you about your hydration. They're gonna keep talking to you about the differences of the UK and an American. And I mean, shout out to the UK. Don't go to school as such. They are apprentices in salons and slowly work on customers. Yeah, it's totally reckless over here, the number one in America. It's crazy. Half the people behind the chair ain't even been to beauty school. Half the people doing hair here in America don't even have a license. How many ounces do you drink? Because that's the real question that a real water drinker asks. I drink 32 ounces every morning and I take in 85. Was never hating. I didn't say you were hating. I never said you was hating. I was just returning the energy. You feel me? And I know I can't hear tone. Y'all can hear my tone. I can't hear y'all's tone. I can't see y'all's faces. Most of y'all don't use your photos. I wonder why some of y'all don't use your photos as your profile. I use my logo. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the number one, 300 an hour. Wait, hold up. How many? I said ounces. I don't know why you put MLS. What is an MLS? I said ounces. Milliliters? 300 milliliters? I said ounces. V number one, you're losing me now. I thought you was educated. I said, how many ounces of water do you drink a day if you are truly hydrated? That's a simple answer. And I didn't ask for you to put it in milliliters. I think that's what MLS stands for. I drink 85 because I know how much I weigh. You know what I'm saying? So how many ounces do you drink, and what kind of water are you drinking? Because only America uses ounces to measure liquid. Okay, well convert it. I don't have nothing to do no conversions. What kind? What kind of water do you drink? Because you're in the UK. What kind of water y'all drinking over there? What's up, brain? V number one, what kind of water do you drink? Let me see. A lot of people are always telling me I drink water, but then when I dig and dive and do the holistics with them, I find out they're not nearly drinking enough water because Americans think that it's knock it off. All water is alkaline, Lord, Lord. Even rainwater is alkaline. So there's no such thing as pure water. So many people distracted me with these words like alkaline water. Whoop-de-doo. Most waters are alkaline. All water is alkaline. So it's like, well, now tell me, what kind of water are you drinking? Because, like I said, rainwater that comes from the sky, I only drink spring water. Good job. Good job. I just came down a step to spring water. I was fetching my own artesian water, but EPA here in Colorado has began shocking the wells, and that's crazy. We all did. We detected the chlorine because it started stinking like chlorine, and I don't like chlorinated water. I could just go to the damn local swimming pool and fill water bottles up if I wanted chlorinated water. You feel me? So I don't like that. And I had to ask the white people, and they was like, EPA is regulating the wells now. And I'm like, why? And they was like, because we got people living in our campgrounds now here, because that's where most of the wells are here that are regulated in Colorado or in the campgrounds. So now things have shifted here so heavily in Colorado. We actually have people that live in a campground. That's never been the case here in Colorado before. So now that they're shocking the wells, I had to drop down to spring water. But what I love about my spring water option is that it's being delivered to my door. So I ain't in no grocery store. I'm a 50 bougie chick. I don't carry nothing. I have a wagon and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it gets delivered to my house now. And so I can help you to understand how much you need because you still really didn't ask me and you kind of hid behind converting the milliliters. Do y'all work with ounces at all in the UK? Because spring water is I have a question as you expect answer. See if your answer honestly. Okay, ask. Oh Lord, do you think some of these water companies are scam? Oh, they are. They're not really a scam. We should not say that. Because a scam means that like they're not telling you the truth, right? Water companies, they tell you to call the 800 number on every single water bottle. They tell you you're supposed to call for the water quality, but nobody's calling. It also has an ingredient list on especially purified water. It's telling you how many chemicals that they've added to the tap water. Because this is what Nestle Bottling Company got videos on their YouTube channel telling you that they have to purchase permits from the government to resell the tap water that they already paid the local utility company, the local water company. That's nasty. That's disgusting. But on the label, it says pure water. And there's so many Americans that really believe that the water they're buying in the stores is what? Healthier than the water coming. Your water at your house is milder than the waters in the stores. Facts. I tell everybody, like V number one. Here's a question for you because you ain't asked the question yet, so let me beat you to the punch. Do you think that the water bottling companies are running up to the mountain with a whole bunch of plastic bottles with caps, and then they're holding the bottles under the spring waters, under in the springs, and letting the bottles fill up with the spring water, and then screwing the cap back on V number one? Where is it at? I don't see it. What'd you ask? Wait, we get legit spring water here. I only drink water, not the kind of water they serve in Flint, Michigan. Are you? I don't see no question V number one, so ask it again. Do you worry about the microplastics? I don't because I don't fool with flimsy plastic. You gotta fool with a flimsy plastic to even come into contact with microplastics. Those are plastics that dissolve in water. Yes, in the UK, that is real. Maybe not in America's. V, ask the question. You said you asked it. I need you to retype it. OG thumbs. Sisters, just so you know, over in England, their measurements are different from ours. Oh, Lord, you're in England? Wow. But V, England, I mean, yeah, UK and England. Do y'all really think that the water bottling companies, damn, well, where is it? Can you type it again? Because now, can you just do me a favor, type it again? I've typed it twice. Just type it one more time. Dang. Oh, what's up, Chicago? Chi-Town? You over in the US with me? But listen, everybody, I want everyone to just say yes or no. How about that? Do you really think that the spring bottling companies ran up to a mountain and took the bottles that y'all got at home or that you see in the stores and held the bottles underwater, or you feel me, was under you know what I'm saying, filling up the bottles and then took them back to the store to sell to you? Yes, our spring water in UK is legit, maybe because it's got Obama's name on it. Can you ask the question, V? Number one, now you're doing all this unnecessary typing. I asked you to type the question again. How do you feel it's legit? What makes it legit? How many ppms is in it? Because I know how many ppms is in mine. It says spring water, it has to be, which is why Badwater does say spring. What? Now you losing me, V. I thought you was like on point, and now you just typing, I think, to be seen. So I'm gonna regain focus of this live about what I was just saying. And yes, they got y'all confused and they got y'all brainwashed into believing that the water y'all buying from the stores is healthy water. It's strong. It's got way more chemicals added to it than the water coming to your house, and that's facts. You don't have bicarbonates in the water coming to your dwelling unit, but there's bicarbonates in every bottled water in the stores. You don't have citric acid coming through your taps, but it's in every bottle on the stores. And those are carcinogen chemicals, just those two out of about 8 that are being added to the tap water that these bottling companies are bottling, and then putting the word pure on the front of the label, and y'all are believing it. At least I understand that I got at least 36 ppms in my spring water. I'm not stupid enough to believe that it's pure or that it's clean. Only dumb people believe that about water. Don't let that be you, V number one, okay? Know that even rainwater ain't pure. That comes from God, from the sky, ain't pure. Rainwater got deuteriums, all kind of deuteriums in it. All kind of deuteriums. Look at my face. You feel me? There's no such thing as pure water, and all water is alkaline. So you need to tell me what kind of water you're drinking and how much you're drinking. Then you need to tell me how much you weigh in order for me to make sure you're drinking the proper amount for your body mass, because it ain't no guesstimation. And eight ounces of water is only enough for somebody that weighs 128 pounds. So if you weigh more than 128 pounds and you're only drinking 64 ounces, you're dehydrated. And that's sad because you're drinking water, but you're still dehydrated because you need a certain amount. It's a formula. It's not just however much you want, and you damn sure don't need no gallon unless you weigh 251 pounds. That's the only time you need a gallon. There's a lot of skinny people pressing and pushing a gallon worth of liquid into their body, and that's not good. You're going to mess around and have an overactive bladder, and that's not what's up. That's how you get UTIs and all type of stuff. So make sure that y'all are doing right. Don't be out here fucking up with the water intake, because you're going to be unhealthy and you're going to be having to go to the doctor and be popping a whole bunch of pills, and that's not what's up. Everybody should know that part. That's regardless of how your hair looks. Make sure you're hydrated and drinking enough water. Okay, y'all? Okay, y'all? I'm going to get off of here because I'm tired. I'm getting sleepy. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out. Some of y'all are just waking up that are on the East Coast. I'm getting ready to high five y'all and go get in the bed, get me some more rest. So deuces, V. Thanks, everybody else. Hi, big fan. Do you have any STDs, and if so, what ones? Oh my God, Preston Hale. Oh my God. No, I don't do STDs. I ain't no doctor. I know the scrubs be confusing y'all, but I only do hair and scalp restoration with lifestyle benefits. But I don't do medical. Oh Lord, the world is waking up, y'all. So let me go because I don't want to have to keep sending people to the principal's office. Thanks, y'all, for joining. I pray y'all have a wonderful Thursday. I'm gonna go make me some money today, later on today, do me some clients, restore some hair, scratch some scalps. I know the AC just kicked on, so it must be getting a little warm. Yeah. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.